Hello students, grade 6 science, chapter number 11, light, shadows and its reflections. Our today's topic, property of light. Light travels in a straight directions. Dear students, light always travels in a straight directions. To prove that, let's we see some examples that we observe in surrounding. Here you can see the source of light is there. From that, the rays that we can see. Nighttime we can see the rays, a straight line that we can see. Light cannot travel in a zigzag direction. It always travels in a straight directions. Okay, from source of light in discotheque or in that wherever the club is there, where the different type of lights are there, from them we can see the path of the rays in a straight direction. Let's we see the experiment that light travels in a straight direction. Take a piece of pipe, light candle and fix it on the table at one end of the room. You can see here the candle is there. Now standing at the other end of the room, look at the candle light through the pipe. Is the candle light visible? Yes, the candle light is visible. Now this time bend the pipe a little while looking at the candle. Bend this pipe. Is the candle light visible? Dear students, light from candle reaches the eyes and we are able to see the candle. Here you can see the path of the rays. Light rays from the candle, it reaches to our eyes in a straight direction and pipe is also straight. But when we bend the pipe, can we see that image of that candle? Can we see the flame of that candle? No, we cannot see. Here you see when the pipe is bent, light which is coming from candle is reflected back, does not enter in our eyes but is reflected to outside, you see, because always it's light always travel in a straight direction, so we cannot visualize that candle flame when pipe is bent. So what it proves, that light always moves in a straight directions. See some more example for that. We will observe that when the tube is bent, the candle flame cannot be seen. This proves that light does not bend and travel in a straight line. So light does not bend, it always travel in a straight line. In case of A, you can visualize the candle, but in case B, you cannot visualize the candle because first case that pipe is straight. In second case B, pipe does not straight, it is just bending from the middle one. Here you can see the sun rays that sunlight travels in a room through that window. You see it is in a straight direction, it comes from the window in a straight direction. You can see the path of the rays. Now when train travels during night time, from the head of that train you see the path of the rays in a straight directions. So the question, light travels in a straight direction. What will be the answer? Straight line, zigzag line, curved line, both A and C. The answer is straight line. Our next point, shadows. Now what is mean by shadows? Now uh, in the morning time or evening time or afternoon time you always observe the shadow. How shadow forms? What is mean by shadows? What happen when shadow does not you can see, right? So that we are going to teach. Here you see that palm tree forms a shadow on the ground. Shadow always, now ground which is act as a screen, and the rays from the sun, it is just falling on that tree, and the tree, it is opaque, right? Tree is opaque. So from that, the rays blocked on that tree, and then that rays which will be blocked and forms a shadow on the ground. Okay, so shadow always form of which type of object? Opaque object. Okay, here also you see all the trees are there. All trees here are belongs to opaque, right? So all trees shadow you can see on the ground. You see this wooden chair, plastic chair or metal chair. It is also opaque substance. So shadow is formed on the ground of that opaque substance. You see here source of light, torch is there. Here object, opaque object is there. So opaque object is placed in the path of light. So light cannot pass through that opaque object. So light is blocked by that particular object. So an area of darkness or shadow is formed by the opaque object. You can see. So shadow is always formed by which type of object? Opaque object. So shadow are formed when path of light is blocked by an opaque object. So dear students, what are the conditions necessary for formation of shadow? Number 1, light source must be there, an opaque object must be there, a screen or surface behind the object is there. These three conditions are there, then you can find the shadows. You see light source, from that light source opaque object is there, that is person, it is opaque object, and shadow is formed on the ground. Here you can see no object is there, so you cannot find any type of shadow. Here you can see object, that is trees are there, so you can find the shadow on the ground of that all the trees. So a shadow is obtained only on a screen or surface. Now this is the property of shadow. Transparent objects do not make shadows. Wherever the transparent object is there, just now we have seen so many examples, through that objects are opaque. So transparent objects do not make shadows. Object must be opaque or translucent. You can create the object whether it is opaque or translucent. Transparent object do not make shadow because light do not reflect from transparent objects. It is just passed. Light do not block from that transparent object. So it is passed from that object. That's why it does not form a shadow. Shadows are black or grey in color. It is formed opposite to the source of light. The shadow can be only on the screen, ground, walls of the room, building or other such surface act as a screen for shadows. Shadows sometimes gives a lots of information about the object. Shadows can also mislead us about the shape of object. Shape of the shadow is always similar to that of the object, but size of the shadow varies. Let's we see how size of the shadow varies and where is the location of that object. You see here, when object is transparent from the light source, no shadow form. So transparent objects will allow light to pass through it, right? Whole light passing from that transparent object. That's why it does not form shadow. Student, you can make the activities of different shadow by your hands. So you can make different shadows of that animals, okay, with your hands in the presence of sunlight. You can find different type of shadow, right, of different animals by making the tactics of hand, movements of hand, right. You can prepare different shadows. So observe shadow on the screen by yourself. Here you can see the concept that when the object is far away from the source, what is the size of the object, and when the object is nearer the source, what is the size of the object. You see these pictures, see the object location, you see the size of that particular object. So the concept is there, size of the shadow depend upon the distance between the source of light and opaque objects. Closer to the object is to source of light, larger the shadow cast. If the distance between the source of light and the opaque object is more, size of the shadow decreases. So now you can see here the object is nearer to the source, so size of the object larger. And when the object you place far away from the source of light, you can find that object size is smaller. So when the distance is more, object shadow cast is smaller in size. When the object placed near the source of light, shadow cast will be larger. When the object is placed far from the source, right, so that shadow cast is also decreases. Larger the shadow it casts because object block larger area of light. So the question dash is formed when an opaque object come in the path of light. Shadow, colorful image, both A and B. The answer is shadow. Now next point, mirror and reflections. Now students, in your daily activity, have you seen the mirror? When you stand in front of the mirror, you can see your image. Okay. So how image is formed, which type of image is formed, what do you observe, that we are going to study now. You can see the persons, they see their face in the mirror. When we look into the mirror and see our own face inside the mirror, what we see is a reflection of our face in the mirror. We also see the reflection of other objects that are in front of mirror, right? Here you can see the reflections of trees, buildings and other objects in the water of a pond or lake. Why? Because that water, it is a transparent. Water, it is act as a mirror. So we can see the reflection of all the objects that you can see over here. Now we also able to know that why we are able to see ourselves in the mirror. It is due to the reflection of light. This is the concept behind this. We see our object in a mirror due to the reflection of light. Light first falling on that particular object, and that particular object rays goes in that mirror, and from that mirror it comes in our eyes, reflect back. So it is a reflection of light. This is the concept of the objects. We can see the any objects, right, that we have seen that particular objects, light falls on that particular objects, from that light again reflect from that object into our eyes, that is known as reflected light, and this whole case, that is reflection of light. So due to reflections, image of an object is seen in the mirror. You can see. Student, most of the object around us, they reflect the light. Some reflect more light and some reflect less light. Question: why can't we see our image in a white sheet of paper or a table? Through it also reflect the light like a mirror. Why cannot see? Why cannot see our image in a white paper or just a table? What is the main reason behind this? All objects do not reflect light in a same manner, right? Table do not reflect the light, paper do not reflect the light. Okay, when a ray of light falls on a smooth surface like a mirror, they are reflected parallelly in the same direction. So this is regular reflection. Now in the case of irregular reflection, when a rays of light falls on a rough or irregular surface like a paper, plastic chair, table, book, etc., light rays are reflected in different direction in the case of irregular reflections. In the case of regular reflections, light rays, they falls on smooth surface like a mirror, they are reflected parallelly in the same direction. So we are able to clearly see our reflection in the mirror. But here in irregular reflection, reflection is not clear, hence we are not able to see our image on a plastic clearly. Dear student, you can see regular reflections, irregular reflection, mirror, highly polished metal or calm water, still water. You can see the reflection properly. Why? Because you see when light is incident on that particular surface like a mirror, when it reflect back, the rays are parallel. Now in the case of irregular reflections, rough surface is the table, chair, most of the objects, when the light is incident, but that diffraction, when the reflection is done, rays cannot, when rays come back, they do not parallel to each other. They are reflected in a different direction in the case of irregular reflection. Do you know mirrors, how it is made? Mirrors are made by depositing a very thin and smooth layer of silver on a piece of glass, right? So shiny and smooth surface, it reflects nearly 99% light, regular reflections, so we can see ourselves in the mirror. Okay, so in a regular reflection we can see our face in a mirror, but in irregular reflection we cannot see our face in that particular objects. Here you can see smooth and shiny surface in left side picture, smooth and shiny surface, that mirror is there, so regular reflection is done, so that person can see image in that mirror. While in the case of second pictures, rough surface is that paper is there, so irregular reflection is done, so in that case reflection is not done, so image cannot see in that particular object. Dear student, next point, pinhole camera. A pinhole camera is a device which forms an image bright object on the screen without using a lens. You can also prepare the pinhole camera, right? And you can also prepare the pinhole camera by some waste materials like cardboard, and it works on the principle that light travels in a straight directions. A pinhole camera that can be made with a simple materials and can be used to obtain image of the sun and brightly lit objects. Students, let's we see how it is prepared. In screen hole camera, the construction, prepare this two box pin and make a hole like that and make a paper, larger box and smaller box. Student, here is the procedure that how to make a pinhole camera. First of all, take two cardboard boxes, one larger than the other, such that one box slides inside into the other without any gap. एक बॉक्स दूसरे के अंदर जाना चाहिए, वैसे बनाओ विदाउट गैप. Now cut open one side of each box. On opposite side of the face, larger box, cut a small pinhole in the center. बराबर. On the opposite side of the smaller box, cut a square box about 5 centimeter and cover this open area with the tracing paper. Now slide the smaller box inside the larger one such that the side with the tracing paper is not inside. Cover the camera and your head with a black cloth and then get ready to observe that distant object. So like this way, in a larger box make a hole, right, and in a smaller box, this is a tracing paper, put a tracing paper and get ready. You see, outer box is there, inner box is there. In outer box it is big one, there is a pinhole is there in the center. Tracing paper is attached in a inner box like this way, and you move that smaller box into bigger box and visualize from this side. Here you can see this box, single box is there, make a hole in that, so it is act as a pinhole camera. Tracing paper or screen is there. Here that tree is there, you put that box in front of the tree, you can find that image of that tree, you can find on that tracing paper. It is inverted, so image you can find, small and inverted image which is formed on the screen. Now the question is that why we get inverted image in a pinhole camera? So the answer is the number one, the first concept, the image obtained in a pinhole camera is inverted because light travels in a straight direction. Second point, in a pinhole camera the light enters through a very fine hole in a straight line. Third point, light rays are coming from the top point of the object, pass through the pinhole and strike the tracing paper in the lower point. So light rays coming from the lower point of the object passes through the pinhole and strike the tracing paper at the upper point. Thus we get upside down image in a pinhole camera. Correct? Here you can see the path of the rays. You see the top of the tree, that rays forms downside, and that roots level it forms upside, because light always travel in a straight direction. That's why it forms inverted image on the screen. Very simple. Now properties of image formed by pinhole camera. Number one, it is colored. Second, inverted image you can see and smaller in size. Here you can find a natural pinhole camera. Pinhole images of the sun under the tree. Okay. So pinhole images of the sun you can see. So dear students, the whole chapter is over here. Okay. So next time we will see the extra videos and notes of this chapter. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.